let me know. Here's our first box. We'll do a couple mega boxes. We'll do a couple megas, a couple blasters, just to get a feel for them. And not too bad, not too bad. It took 2 hours on the selling to be sent from the. Yeah, if you do want to, if like I said, we're not shipping the bases, but if you do want your base card, send me a direct message. Dude, Ben, send me a direct message. So therefore, I'll remember it. If you post in the chat, like I should remember it, but I always check my messages before I pack these things and before I ship them to people, so that way I'll know, I'll be up front. Because sometimes people make a trade. So if you do make a trade, I'll get it to the right person. Don't worry about that. So yeah, if you just send it to me on whatnot, that'll be fine. That'll work for us. If you do want your base. I know after a few cases, people don't want their base cards. But if you do want yours, let me know. All right, here we go. Good luck. Good luck. Here's our first stack from Mega. Let's see what we got. Let's start off strong. First one, we're looking at just some base. I'll get those on camera, but everybody's looking for the hits here. There's our first Blue Velocity. Little Lane Riggs to start. Carson Hocevar. The H. We always get some good spelling. Well, I got to enlarge the font here. I see people talking in chat, and I cannot read it because I'm old. Let me give me a second to enlarge that. Okay. It's all, yeah. The base, I know some people... now if you do want, hold on a second, let's show that. If you do want these, send me a direct message. Be happy to ship some of these out to you. Divided among the break. If there is people are looking for those, I will say the best I ever had was a t-shirt. Here's our optic, Josh Berry optic. Am I getting anything good? I got a t-shirt. Rusty Wallace Unleashed on the insert. Get the base on camera. Here is Jake. Okay, this might be Jake Garcia. And right behind it is our first autograph. Like I said, we were getting many, many autographs. And now our first Mega Box has an autograph. A little Luke Fenhouse right there. Let's see who got Luke Fenhouse. It's our first autograph, a blue. Good color match, too. Congrats on that. That's going to Luke Fenhouse is JR. JR, there you go. First hit. Congrats, JR. We'll put that here on the Wall of Fame. Right there. And right behind it is a 149, a little iced Denny Hamlin. That's a free Denny Hamlin going to Wicked. That's a giveaway. About here's the first laser, Terry Labonte. Chandler Smith optic. And there's Martin Truex, just some base. Another laser coming up is Taylor Gray, a little Taylor Gray laser. And a blue Jeff Burton. The Blue Velocity. A laser of Landon Huffman. Landon Huffman laser. And a silver Rusty Wallace. Like I said, I think silver are a little rarer than last year. If you remember last year, silvers were about every 3 or 4 packs. Now I think there's only 2 in every hobby box, and then randomly inserted in the megas and blasters. So I think silver's a little more rare this year if you are putting... I say the rainbow, but you can't really call it a rainbow anymore. You got lasers, you got a whole bunch of different parallels trying to put together. So if anybody's putting their driver together on the rainbow, it's really not a rainbow. It used to be a rainbow, but it's really not a rainbow anymore. All right, second half of the box. We got, starting off with Tyler Reddick. Laser, Takuma, a blue Velocity. Here is an optic of Alex Bowman. And there you go. Right behind it is, out of 99, this is the blue laser, Carson Kvapil. Blue laser, our low number so far. That's our first number. Our lowest number out of 99. 32 out of 99 for Carson Quapple. On the blue laser. Let's try to beat that. Just base. Here's Brad K. Looks like a little blue velocity Brad K. William Byron, the R. Coming up is Matt Kenseth. And there is our memorabilia, our first memorabilia, a little Brad K. memorabilia. Souvenir swatches. Unleashed is Noah Gregson. Another laser of Carson Quapple. Carson Quapple in this box today. And a little Heim Time on the blue Heim Time. We got something shiny back here. What do we got? How about a Landon Huffman silver optic? As I said, they were rare. This is the second silver optic in the box. Shows you what I know. Ryan Blaney season highlights, and just a few more base cards to finish that off. Let's do one more box. Let's do 2 of each. All right, so first mega box had an autograph in it. Not too bad. Yeah, I said we were a little light on the autographs, so that's a good start in the megas and blaster boxes. Let's see what we're going to start off with on this one. How are we feeling here? And who's feeling lucky? Let's see what we got. Lowest number is out of 99, so we got to definitely beat that. All right. Mega box number 2. Sorry for the crinkling. Mega box number 2. Base, starting off with SVG. We got the SVG the laser card. Those are not numbered. And there's Ryan Blaney and his lobster. Always a fun picture for the optic. What else is coming up here? Here is Ryan Truex, the blue velocity, Alex Bowman A. Up next is Ty Dillon blue, looks like. Looking all serious. And Alex Bowman M. Let's start spelling out Bowman here. Here's an optic Ryan Truex. And Joey Logano is the souvenir swatch. Now remember on these, it's these said the fine print is not from any specific race or event. In the hobby boxes, those are race used. But these say not in any event or race or anything like that. SVG, Race Kings. Here is Kyle Busch. There you go. Sad, I'm glad. Yeah, 41. That's Zachary Tinkle. I don't want to bring everybody down, but 41, that's tough. What else we got here? Sally Mott. There's a little optic Sally Mott. And there's our first team logo, Hendricks. And just a few more base cards for that. Yeah, that's so unfortunate. We sent on chat, we were doing a break, and then someone said, "Oh, did you hear Kyle Busch went to the hospital?" And I was like, "Oh, no, I did not." I mean, they were saying, "I was just, didn't think it was serious or anything like that." And then I was sorting, and then you heard the news. It's so unfortunate. All right, second mega box. Let's see what's here for what do we got. Here is more Ryan Blaney and his lobster. Optic, Ryan Blaney. Unleashed. How about All right, how about a Chase Elliott? Chase Elliott, the Carolina Blue. That's our first one we saw. These are out of 249. 249 here. This one is 184. 184. Damn fine print. Chris Buescher. I think Daniel Suarez did a pretty good job. I think he showed good respect. All right, here goes a couple shiny things coming up. Chris Buescher blue, and then the suited up. Got a nice cracked ice suited up here. This is these are race worn. Race worn on this suited up. Jeremy Clements. And then Carson Hocevar. Here comes a little cracked ice, Carson Hocevar. These are out of 99. 90 out of 99 on this one. A laser of Noah Gragson. The Rides. There's our first Richard Petty. Optic. You have Josh Williams. And another Richard Petty. There's another Richard Petty Optic. The blue Velocity. Here comes a Carolina Blue. Second one in the box of Matty D. Carolina Blue out of 249. Corey Day Optic Silver. And just two more to finish off our second box of Mega. All right, give me a second here to clean up the Mega. So, low number so far is 8 out of 99. We got to definitely beat that. That seems... It's just a Mega box. Got to beat that low number. Let's go with a couple blasters. Let's do a couple blasters here. Let's see what we have in these. And then we'll go to the hobby. We'll do 222 just to get started off. A little fresh, just 2 boxes in. Plenty of spots left. 2 boxes in. Let's go to, and remember, the last part of the cases is Thursday. And I'll definitely get them in the mail because Friday I'm flying out on vacation. We're taking the whole fam. Their school's done on Thursday, so I'll be definitely hiding in the basement Thursday because everybody will be home. And my wife will be running to make the boys pack their clothes. So that'll be a fun time because they just probably want to just go crazy because that's the first day from for summer vacation. So I'm sure they'd want to go crazy on that. All right, let's do our first Mega Box. Hold on, let's just cut it thin to win here. Let's start with Justin Haley. Justin Haley, here's the orange Velocity. SVG Race Kings. Coming up here is another orange Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson orange. And Ryan Blaney spelling. A little Darryl Waltrip. Oh, we thought that was an insert. Here is Zachary Tinkle. Silver, Chase Elliott. Souvenir swatch. And Richard Petty. Unleashed on that one. It's our first blaster box here. Here is something shiny. How about a laser of Swervin' Irvin there? Was it Larson numbered? Was the Larson numbered? Hold on here. 1 second. Was the Larson numbered? Was that, well, these, the oranges aren't numbered. Is this the one you were talking about? Storm cards? Or were you talking about, I think that's the only Larson that has been recently pulled here. Yeah, I think that one was, the oranges, yeah, the oranges aren't numbered. There are numbers on the back for the oranges? I do not believe so. Yeah, I think these are the exclusive parallel. Yeah, I think those are the exclusive parallels for the mega boxes. The number in red is out of 199, and then they go slower from that. But usually those are in the hobby boxes. Every so often we'll get something in a mega box. Here's Austin Cindric Optic. And then Corey Heim, season highlights right there. Yeah, usually, every so often we'll get one, but usually they're in the hobby boxes. There's Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick, orange. The orange is in blue. The orange is specifically for the blasters, and the blue is specifically for the megas. That's how they did that. And finish off this box with a laser of Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott showing up here right off the bat. And Joey Logano. An optic and just a few more bases for that box. Yeah, we're a little light on numbers, but we haven't even touched the hobby boxes yet. That's coming. Let's see what's in here. Let's pull this is our second blaster box. And then we'll do 2 hobby boxes to see what else is in there. So we'll do a fourth of the case every break. And we'll see what we see. Here we go. That looks kind of weird. Kind of weird pull on that one. Remember, the blasters get 1 memorabilia or autograph, and the megas are 2 memorabilia and autograph. And the hobby, of course, 1 autograph. And let's cut it right there. See what we did? Oh, look at that pull. Now this orange cracked ice, this one is numbered. Little legacy. This is 65 out of 75. There's a nice cut. All are numbered. That's a fun card. This is the orange cracked ice, so that's out of 75. Not too bad. Who had legacy? That one's going to... Legacy was JR. There you go, JR. There you go, picking up legacy. That's a fun one. I like that one. Let's put it right there. And we'll keep going. Here's your base. Here's an orange Austin Cindric. And the optic there, orange Cindric. Jeff Gordon Race Kings. Caden Honeycutt orange. With Kyle Busch on the spelling, the C. Here's a laser of William Swalich. Oops, sorry. I was looking at Lane Riggs. Lane Riggs optic. And Ross Chastain on the swatch. All right, here's a number. The lime green are specifically for the numbers for the blaster boxes. This is Jesse Love out of 199. And Ty Gibbs, optic. The orange. Here is an optic, excuse me, Jeff Burton regular optic. Hendricks, team logo. An orange Corey Heim. Kyle Busch B. And finish up with an optic Jake Garcia. Finish that. Yeah, the Blasters, Strike Zone's got it. The Blasters have their numbered parallel is the lime green. Carolina blue is from, as I clean up, Carolina blue is from the megas, and every so often you get a laser color of those, like we've just got that laser, the blue laser, the Carolina blue laser. And here comes a hobby box. Let's do a couple hobby boxes. Get a feel. I gotta count. Obsession. All right, let's do a couple hobby boxes. Yeah, like I said, we have not had a 1-of-1, but the hobby we've had pretty good luck. I've heard people say that they did not get a downtown in their case, but we've had every case we've opened so far had a downtown in it. One case had 2 downtowns. But we have not seen it yet, so hopefully right now, let's see what we shall see. Let's do half and half. All right. The first hobby box right now. Let's see what our first hobby box has to say. Ooh, getting all messy. Don't like tall stacks. Here is, and notice in the hobby, we got the parallel. This KK. You always get an optic. This one is Dawson. Awesome Dawson Sutton there. And we got a insert Denny Hamlin. Unleashed. Keep it going. An optic Austin Beers. Oh, excuse me. Got to take a drink here. Noah Gregson. Here's a red at a $2.99. And Carson Hocevar, the C. Another red. Sorry, getting my stacks organized here. We got another red, Anthony Alfredo. 156 out of 299. I've seen this before, Austin Cindric Optic. And how about Connor Zillage? Season highlights. Those inserts. Kind of sneak up on you. And Joey Logano is the optic. We have a parallel of Austin Cindric. This is the Austin Cindric box. And William Byron, the N. Here's our first quarter stack. Let's keep going. Parallel is Butterbean. That's a free parallel right there. As a giveaway, Sheldon Creed. Sheldon Creed, I was thinking Carson. Ryan Blaney, Unleashed. An optic is William Byron. Another red, here's Ross Chastain out of $2.99. And Jimmy Johnson, the spelling, the O. Here's Danica on the insert. You got Raja. Optic. And how about Ryan Vargas? A little sheet metal. That one's not numbered. But SVG insert right there. Let's have something big. See here. Here's an example. This is a red, Matt Kenseth, and these are numbered. This is 83 out of 199. Austin Hill parallel. And you got Team Trackhouse as the insert. And just a few base to finish off that. Okay, so no autograph yet. We started strong with an autograph in the mega box. Haven't had the autograph in the hobby yet. Luke Fenhouse was our first autograph. Okay, now remember, there are 15 drivers left, and no one picked up. If you feel you've seen some, and for $5, if you saw, trying to think of who showed up already. Some people like waiting to see get a guaranteed hit out of that. If there's a biggie show up, I'll help you through it. But if you've seen enough, let me know. I could run those. Let's see what we shall see. All right. Let's look for an autograph in the downtown. What do we got? Let's start off with the Chris Buescher parallel. Right behind it is Chase Elliott Optic, and then Denny Hamlin is the insert. Here is just base. Here's a shiny Parker Retzlaff. And a purple Carson Koppel. Right behind it, purple. And how about a Kevin Harvick? Kevin Harvick, this is the holographic ones. A little shinier. Free Kevin Harvick. Out of $199. Here's a red out of $299, Nick Sanchez. We got Jeb Burton right there. And, how about a Carson Hocevar dialed in. There's our autograph. Not too shabby. A little Carson Hocevar autograph. I was looking for a number. This one's not numbered, I do not believe. Let me get in a top loader and just double check. Yeah, I think to dial in Carson Hocevar, not bad, not bad. Not too shabby. Who had Carson Hocevar? That one's going to Carson Quapple, had Carson Hocevar. Logan Land. He picked up Carson. There you go. There's a good autograph for you. That's our second autograph. We'll keep it up there on the list. Not too bad. It wasn't numbered. Yeah, but a good autograph. And we have the parallel is Caden Honeycutt. Well, I'm liking more and more Caden Honeycutt. Jimmy Johnson, O. And then just a few base cards for that stack. Let's finish off. Let's finish strong here. The first box is Michael McDowell. And how about a Austin Beers? Okay. Take a look. 21 out of 39 of black. I don't think they're calling him Velocity. There's a good pickup. Austin Beers in a suit. That's a good color match. He's wearing a black suit. I think, is this the, are they calling him Velocity? Black Velocity? I thought the Velocities were a little shinier. This is 21 out of 39 optic. That's a nice color match, especially with him wearing the black suit and giving the bro fist. Who had Austin Beers? Austin Beers is going to Trey Carl. Trey Carl, there you go. Congrats on that. That's our low number so far also. We'll put that right here on top. There's our low number of the break so far. Not bad, not bad. I like it. The optic. But an SVG season highlights. Let's keep moving. What else we find here? Here is Landon Castle. Pedal to the metal, a green. I'm sorry, a yellow. The yellow pedal to the metal. Here's a blue out of 199. More Austin Cindric. This was the Austin Cindric box. And there's William Byron. The Y. Here's another purple of Richard Petty. The king on the purple out of 199. It is 22 out of 99. SVG optic. And there's our first Connor Zillage that we've mentioned. And how about a shiny Eric Jones? Optic silver. Wild card there. Carson Hocevar again. And Carson Hocevar again. The R. And just finish off with a couple base cards there. All right. Let me give you a second to clean up. There's our first. Let's do another hobby box. We'll do 222. We'll do another hobby box here. So far, the low number is out of 39. We can definitely beat that one. Let's see what we can do there. There's the black optic. We had two autographs ready. Luke Fenhouse and Carson Hocevar. Okay, yes. Let's see a downtown happening here. I don't have any really system to pull out of the case. I just grab 5 boxes when we're doing this break. So it's really not in any order. It used to be in a lot of the Topps products, you could tell exactly where the autograph, which pack the autograph was in. Or which box had the stuff. But since we're doing the whole case, I just randomly grabbed packs out of it. Or grab boxes out of it. Let's see. Hopefully, here we go. Let's see what we got coming in here. Good luck. Let's start with the base on camera. Let's start with Ross Chastain. The red-blue parallel. And Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick is out of 199, the red Velocity. And Kullig. Kullig is the team logo. All right, the first memorabilia, Kyle Larson. It looks like tires, little tires, Kyle Larson. And right behind that is Lane Riggs, a blue out of 199 Lane Riggs. And Alex Bowman A. That was a hefty pack. A lot of good stuff in there. Chase Elliott red. Right behind that is Daniel Suarez, Optic, and the Unleashed Ryan Blaney. I like the Unleashed. I think that's a good set. What's up next? This is a silver Allmendinger, Optic Silver. Alex Bowman Parallel, and Alex Bowman Spellbound. And just a few base. Just keep going there. Let's keep going. Parallel is Kyle Petty in the mellow yellow. I used to like mellow yellow. Carson Quapple, Optic, and Matt Kenseth for the Race Kings. Here is more Ryan Blaney and his Lobster. This time Optic Silver. Kyle Larson. Out of $2.99. And how about a holographic? The hollow Corey Heim. Corey Heim, the eye. And it's a hollow, so $1.99 for there. Here's Austin Cindric. Blue. Oh, something shiny behind it. Gold card behind Eric Jones. It is, oh, how about a little Swervin' Irvin here? There you go. Ernie Irvin, gold. Oh, Linda must be here. We got a gold. Linda's lucky Linda. LP, how about that? I thought we'd be a little light on the gold cards, but the gold cards are starting to show up still. Here is Ernie Irvin. This one's going to, that's a nice card. I'm a big fan of her. Ernie Irvin, JR for $2. Way to pick that up. I'm going to put the gold card right here, front and center. Dialed in. It says 8 out of 10. Cracked ice. It's a gold ice autograph. Congratulations there. Let's keep going. Tyler Reddick on the Race Kings. Just some base there. And we'll finish up with this stack. Oh, we got Austin Dillon. Right behind it, Kyle Larson. This is the Parallel and Carson Hocevar. If you're putting the spelling together, we're getting some good Hocevar spellings. Congrats, JR. That's a fun dialed in. That's our second. We had a dialed in Carson Quapple and a dialed in Ernie Irvin. So you gotta like that. It's our second box. We usually go 2-2-2 and then 3-3-3 is how we run them. How are we doing on time? Am I going too slow? All right, 10:30 right now. That's a tough. Messed up that wrapper. There we go. That was good. That's clean. A clean opening. Gotta keep those corners sharp. All right. Here is our last box number 2. Let's see what we have here. Thumb through. It's a lot easier in like select. You could see if a zebra is coming. Here's Tony B. Justin Bonsignor Optic and SVG Race Kings. Here is Josh Williams Optic. We got Chase Briscoe, Parallel, and more Alex Bowman on the spelling. Kate Honeycutt, which I'm starting to become a bigger fan of. Kyle Busch Optic. And a suited up little Josh Berry. Remember, this is race used. Suited ups are specifically race used. Richard Petty Unleashed. And how about a purple Optic of Ty Dillon? Purple is 52 out of 59 for Ty Dillon. Let's get that taken care of. There we go. What do you think? What do you think on Ty Dillon? not our low number. 10 so far is our low number. Okay. And there's Ty Dillon right there. I'll put it with the other optics up there. Here is Amarola. And Team Penske is the logo. And just a few more base. Last stack, little last stack magic. We have Jimmy Johnson. Josh Berry is the optic. And Denny Hamlin, Unleashed. Here's a blue, Chandler Smith first. Little Chandler Smith optic. A blue Brad K. $199 for there. And Carson Hocevar. The A. Here's a blue Jeff Gordon. Right behind it is Alex Bowman. And the season highlights, Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney for the season highlights. Just some base. Matt Kenseth. Optic. Tyler Reddick. Parallel. And Corey Heim. To finish off right there. All right. We are 2 boxes in of each. Well, obviously, we got a gold autograph. Not too bad. Now, remember, there are still a few drivers left. If any of those are of interest to you, if you saw enough, or you're like, hey, that's getting some good hits on that, let me know. We can run those. So far, I cannot say all the stuff that's hit so far, like Ernie Irvan is taken already. Let's keep going. Okay, and then, there you go. Now, remember, I'm recording this, so if you did step away, or you're working today, or you have to go look on YouTube, and then you could watch the stream there. Linda would pick up. No, Linda, let me know who you're looking for. We can make a deal, LP. If you want to grab someone before we open up these, we could do that. I appreciate that. If there are a few drivers that you still like, there's 15 spots left. I'm going to lock those in before the 101 hits. You can do that. Here is box, we still got 9 boxes left, so there's still a few. I will say, out of the stuff that's left, yeah, we did mention a few names here and there, but nothing big, to be honest with you. I haven't seen anything way too big. Okay, so if anybody wants it, I see a few P-bids. Let's get it before we look at any of these. Let's run those. I'm going to run them at all sudden death here. If you want to grab any of the remaining drivers, thank you, Linda, for putting some pre-bids on those. I think she said, I don't know who's here. Let's start. Chandler Smith. We'll just do 10 seconds, sudden death, to grab these. They're all $5. There's Chandler Smith. Maybe we'll shorten up the time. Everybody's been watching these. But take a look. Everybody, if you just joined us, there are about 15 spots left before we show the last 9 spots. I'm going to run the ones that have pre-bids on it. We're doing them sudden death here. We'll do them quick. LP picked up a few. Thank you for that. If you want to lock in before, if a Cole Custer autograph hits, that might be a little worth more than $5. So if you do want to put a pre-bid on something, now's the time. If any of those drivers appeal to you before we show any of these. I will say, though, I haven't seen Daniel Suarez. I'm a big fan of Daniel Suarez. He's starting to come up, and very classy, too. I give him some props for this weekend. He was very classy this weekend. I think he did he added some points in my book, to be honest with you. Here is J Mac. J Mac has a pre-bid on it. Thank you, Linda, for seeing if you see anything you like. There is still, I'd say the biggies are Justin Allgaier is still available. And we haven't seen any Justin Allgaier. The Joey Logano is still available. And Tyler Reddick. I think those are the big names that are still available. And I can be honest, I haven't seen any biggie there yet. I appreciate that for picking up a few. Thanks for coming in on us. We're in our box number. I don't see any more pre-bids, but let me know if there's somebody you're looking for. Here, let's see what we got here. Here is Daniel Hemrick. Daniel Hemrick is our first optic. Richard Petty Unleashed. Here's our first, maybe an autograph again. Hold on, this is usually the autograph setup. This is Carson Hocevar, blue, and yep, we are correct. There is our first autograph, little Jeff Burton. That's usually the autograph set, where you have a blue Velocity and an autograph right behind it. Have a little Jeff Burton. Who has, there you go. Those are not numbered, but nice blue autograph for Jeff Burton. That one's going to, give it congrats to T. Helms. T. Helms, there you go, for $2. Good deal. And the nice part is the Megas are producing some autographs. Hey, right behind it. Hold on. We got a 99. We got a Jimmy Johnson. A little cracked ice Jimmy Johnson. 28 out of 99 right behind it. Gotta like that. That's a good box right there. Just a few base. Here is a laser of Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon laser. And Ty Gibbs optic. Another laser of Josh Berry. And looks like a Williams Swalich. The blue Velocity optic. Here's a Carolina blue Jesse Love. Carolina blue. And a silver Brad Keselowski. An optic of John Paul Southern. Haven't had many rated rookies yet. There's Denny Hamlin. And just a few more to finish that off. Yeah, I was thinking, we haven't had a lot of rated rookies yet. Let's pull some of those. All right, here is box. We're halfway through the mega boxes. This is our box number 3. Still no downtown yet. No 1 of 1 either. I don't want to be greedy, but I could use a 1 of 1. I haven't had one of those yet in these cases. None of these cases had a 1 of 1 so far. All right. I always check the backs because we don't want to have the artist proof. You've seen those before. The artist proof has a little bit of it has the old timey. Here you go. The artist proof has an old timey cardboard. The cardboard on the back. There's Andre Presdelar and Alex Bowman. So I always check the backs because those are kind of tough to see. You fan out the backs and you see one. Those are kind of tough to see. The artist proofs. You got to go on feel there. Here's a laser of Rusty Wallace. And right behind it is a little Jesse Love blue. A lot of good Jesse Love happening. We got Corey Day optic, and a Carolina blue of Tony B. There is Bobby Labonte in the Maxwell house. Carson Hocevar A. Here is Terry Labonte. And there's Daniel Suarez. Souvenir swatch. Was that Oh, sorry, Logan. We had Carson Hocevar here. Showed up. Hold on. Let me show it to you. Let me finish the stack here. Don't go anywhere. Unleashed. Here is a laser of Chandler Smith and Michael McDowell. I know he mentioned you right here. Here's an autograph, a little Carson Hocevar for you. Congrats on that. A I know Logan's a Carson Hocevar guy. There you go. Congrats there. Not too shabby on that. That's box number 3. Let's go with box number 4. We're going to finish up the mega boxes, and then we'll go to the blasters and finish up the hobby. Is our plan. And we've been getting some good autographs in the mega boxes, so that's nice to see. Like I said, I thought we were a little lighter on the autographs, so hopefully they're starting to pick up in this case. I think the first couple breaks we only had one autograph from Mega and one autograph from the Blasters, and now 2 autographs in the Mega already. So you gotta like that. Here is box number 4. Let's see what box number 4 has to give. All right, good luck. Ooh, let's see a slingshot. Ready? We're looking at Jeff Gordon on the blue Velocity and Carson Hocevar, the V. Carson Hocevar. Here is an optic of more Carson Hocevar. Optic and Matt Kenseth. Ace Kings there. Right behind it is Clint Boyer. And another autograph. There we go. Another autograph of Sammy Meyer. That's the Signature Series. This one looks like cracked ice, but I don't think there's a number on this unless I'm missing. Hold on a second. It's it does look like the ice, so that definitely from a Blaster or Mega, but I don't see a number on this. So a nice Sammy Smith autograph. Yeah, the orange, right? This one is going to Sam Myers is NASCAT. NASCAT, that's it on the back there. This one doesn't, unfortunately. Usually it's right up here. It's kind of hard to see, especially with my old eyes. But that's our 3rd autograph from the. Hold on. Yeah, that's our 3rd autograph from the Mega Boxes. So that's nice. It's hit right behind it. Oh, here we go. Right behind it, another Unleashed. This is another cracked ice. This is a ice holograph. Out of 199, a little Ryan Blaney right there. That was a good run. Good run. How about a Lane Riggs laser and Andre Perez de Lara optic? What else we're looking at here? We got some Carolina blue coming up. Oh, there's Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch on Carolina blue. 249 and Carson Hocevar silver. And how about a blue optic, Carolina blue optic, Jimmy Johnson out of 99. That's a little rarer one on that. I think that's only in Megas and Blasters, the Carolina blue Velocities optic. That's fun. We'll keep that up here on our wall of fame. Here's a JR Motorsports logo. And there's a few base to finish there. That's a fun one. I like the optic. I think optic is a fun set. I wish they had different pictures than the base, than the Donruss base. That would have been. I would have liked different pictures in the optic as opposed to the paper cards. That's my only complaint. But I like just recently too. If you look on, if you open it up from 2021, 22, there were no parallels. So just recently, we're getting some nice optic parallels on those. All right, here is the second. Just checking for any artist proofs. It's kind of hard to see the artist proofs. Joey Logano Laser. And Corey Day. Corey Day, the Blue Velocity. Here is an optic of Zachary Tinkle. And how about a little Carolina Blue? Kind of matching, not a full color match, but kind of matching on Richie Petty's car. Here is Ty Gibbs. Oops, sorry, Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs, Blue Velocity. And more Carson Hocevar. I think he got the spelling done. How about an optic Ty Dillon? And a little Alex Bowman, little Bowman Souvenir swatch to start us. Tyler Reddick, Race Kings. Here is Daniel Suarez, the Laser and a Velocity of Terry Labonte. And finishing up this box with a Laser of Justin Bone Sr., a Daniel Hemrick Optic Blue Velocity, and just a few base to finish off that. Here again, remember, if you do want any of these, let me know. Just send me a direct message, though. Don't post it in chat. I'll forget. So send me those if you do want any of those. I can attach some of those to your order. Remember, we're not shipping the base cards. So if you do want your base cards, you got to send a direct message also. I think after 5 or 6, we did 5 cases. This is our 5th case of Hobby, 2nd case of Mega, 2nd case of Blasters. Come on. I figure people are done with their base cards. But of the rated rookies, I'll ship, of course, the retros, all the R's. We'll ship those. Okay, last box of Mega. Here's the time for the slingshot. Let's see what we shall see. We've been doing pretty good with autographs, too. 3 of the 4 boxes had autographs in it. So you gotta like that. Let's see what this one has to hold. All right. Hold on. We got. Sorry, had a little ham's cramping up there. Let's start with the Carolina Blue of Butterbean, a free Butterbean. That was on the giveaway. And Bobby Labonte Optic right behind it. How about the Dinger? Blue Velocity Dinger, Alex Bowman B. What else? Here's an optic of Jesse Love. I'm saying Jesse Love a lot today. Matt Kenseth on the Souvenir swatch. Ross Chastain Unleashed is the insert. Followed by Austin Dillon. There's AD on the Laser and Connor Hall, rated rookie. Blue Velocity. There is William Swalich. Optic and Carl Edwards season highlights. Hall of Fame Carl Edwards. Here is a Zachary Tinkle on the Carolina Blue. Kyle Busch. Silver, Optic Silver. And just a few base. All right, no autograph in that one. Let's see what the second half of the box has to deal with. I'd like to see an artist proof. I'd like to see a 101, but we haven't seen an artist proof yet. Let's see how that feels. All right, here's our last of the Mega boxes. Of course, we got 5 more on Thursday to finish off the case. What do we got here? Here's a Laser, is Lane Riggs. Dale Earnhardt. There's Junior on the Blue Velocity. Kurt Busch. Those are just base. More base. Here is Danica Patrick Blue Velocity of Danica Patrick. Alex Bowman, the W. Coming up is an optic of Nick Sanchez. Nick Sanchez optic. And Race Kings, Jeff Gordon. What's this? Hold on. Here is, I think, something shiny. Butterbean blue. And there it is. This is the Tommy Joe Martin. Burning rubber there. Tommy Joe Martin. This is ice, cracked ice. And right behind it is another cracked ice. How about season highlights? This is out of 99, the cracked ice Carolina blue. Take a look at that one. It's kind of a fun card. That right up there. Here is a laser of Ricky Stenhouse. And then there's Michael McDowell optic. We got Eric Jones laser and KK blue. And unfortunately, our 5 box of Mega didn't produce a slingshot. Let me clean up here. That one didn't have an autograph in it either. So we had 3 out of the 5 boxes had autographs in it, which is a nice run. Let's go with the blast as I clean up. Let's go with the, 1 second. There we go. Nice clean for the Megas. The Megas are done. That's our 5 boxes of Megas. We got 1 gold so far. Let's go with the blasters now. Hold on here. Let's go with the blasters. And then we'll finish up with the hobby boxes. So thanks for hanging out with us on a Tuesday. I hope everybody's Memorial Day went well. Like I said, the scouts, we put flags on the graves, and then we had a parade from the, down, we got a small town here, but I'm not a parade guy. So my wife walked in there with me with the scouts and stuff. And, the other scout, assistant scoutmasters. And I don't like the parade thing. I'm not big on that. So I took a pass on that. But it was fun to get the boys in there. I got a picture of them. So how did everybody else do? Anything exciting? Anybody have a fun Memorial Day? All right, let's see what we got here. Let's go with starting off with a Jeff Gordon optic, and how about an orange cracked ice out of 75? That came from a blaster here, because orange cracked ice. Denny Hamlin, the season highlights Denny Hamlin. There you go. That's got a fun card. If you didn't miss on our Wall of Fame here as it's filling up, I'll show all those at the end. Not to worry. Wicked, was that you? Little Denny Hamlin for you. Congrats there. Not too shabby. There's more orange. Here's our first orange optic. Ricky Stenhouse. And Carson of our Race Kings. Here's the other orange is Austin Hill. And a spelling, a little Jimmy Johnson spelling. And there is our first lime green, Christopher Bell. Remember, lime green is out of 199, just like the blue out of 199. And right behind it is Luke Fenhouse silver. And right behind that is an autograph. Oh, good. A lot of autographs here. How about an orange autograph? Who had Taylor Gray? We had 2 blue autographs, Luke Fenhouse and who was the other blue one? I think Jeff Burton. And now an orange autograph. Who had Taylor Gray? That one's going to LP. Look at LP just came in, picked up Taylor Gray, and now got rewarded for it. Congrats on that. A lot of good autographs today. This is nice. Thank you, LP. That's our first autograph from Blasters. How about Austin Beers? And right behind that is Ross Chastain. That's a lot of color there. Here is Clint Boyer Optic, and Team Penske. We'll finish off this box. One more. What are we looking at here? We're looking at Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick Optic, Jimmy Johnson, the spelling, and just a few base cards. Landon Huffman, rated rookie. A few base cards to finish it. Let's move Ernie Irvan a little back further. All right, well, way to pick up Tyler Reddick. I'm sorry, for the orange. Taylor Gray. I'm getting confused with Tyler Reddick. Pick up Taylor Gray at the end. Again, there's a few. If you saw any, there's a few auctions. I think there's 9 drivers left. Honestly, I didn't see any. I mean, we've said the names, but nothing big yet. To be honest with you, I haven't seen any big thing yet. Jeff Gordon has been. We've said Jeff Gordon's name. I'll show the Wall of Fame at the end. Those are anything under 100. I'll top load right away and put on the wall. Low number is Ernie Irvan. Ernie Irvan's our low number out of 10. But we have said Jeff Gordon's name a few times already. No autograph yet. Here's our box number 4. No slingshot yet. Box number 4 of the Blasters. Let's see what we got in this one. Let's cut right there. How did I do on my cut? Amarola is my cut. There is an orange of Matty D. And Corey Day. Corey Day Unleashed. We're looking at Spencer Boyd. It's for Spencer Boyd's name, we said. And Jimmy Johnson again. Jimmy Johnson, the O on the Spellbound. Here is a swatch, Christopher Bell. And right behind that is a cracked ice. It looks like a red cracked ice of Corey Heim. Corey Heim on the season highlights, 146 out of 149. Looks like a lime green of Daniel Suarez. See? Here you go. Picking up a little Daniel Suarez. And Jepford. Little Jeb on that one. What else we're looking at here? Let's go Connor Zillage. Connor Zillage Optic. We got JR, little Joe Gibbs here. And an orange of Bubba Wallace. And more Jimmy Johnson spelling. Followed by Justin Allgaier. This is a laser Justin Allgaier, and an optic Bubba Wallace. Back-to-back Bubbas on the optic. And there's box number 4. So last chance for a slingshot here. See, and like I said, you can't guarantee there's a slingshot in every case, hopefully. But we have not had a slingshot from the mega boxes, and we have one more break left on Thursday from this case on the mega boxes. And let's see, maybe this has the slingshot in it. I will say we did not have a slingshot in our first blaster case, so we'll see what this has. So good luck, everybody, on our last blaster box, and then we'll do the 3 hobby boxes to finish up. Let's see. All right, what do we got here? We're looking at, let's cut it right there. We're looking at John Paul Southern for the orange one. And how about Kyle Busch, the U? Here is Landon Huffman silver. We got a silver optic. Things are harder to pull than downtowns. Well, so far we've had, and another autograph. There we go. Getting some good autographs at least. So far we've had, I'd say, every case of hobby we broke had at least one. One case it had two. But Justin Bonsignor, that's our second orange. So a lot of autographs today. That's nice. Justin Bonsignor. That one's going to NASCAT. That's all you. Congrats there. Our autograph, we'll put it down here. Our autograph shelf is all full. Here is, what do we got? Butterbean Unleashed, and Carl Edwards, Hall of Famer, for the season highlights. And let's grab what we got. All right, come on. Here's our last chance here. Let's Chris Buescher, laser, and Jeremy Clements, optic. We have Michael McDowell, optic, and then Ryan Blaney on the season highlights insert. Here is Todd Gilliland, optic, the orange, and a little Heim Time eye. We have a laser of Lane Riggs and Bobby Labonte on the optic. And we're finishing up with Austin Dillon, Connor Zillage Unleashed, and a few base to finish there. All right, we are good with, we're good with the Megas and the Blasters are done. We still got the hobby boxes. Let me clean up here a touch. What's the season highlights? We had a season highlights. Where is it? Right here. We had this one. The NASCAR Cup. This is a blue ice, 21 out of 99. If that's, I'll put it right back up there. If that's, I know I got to check. Was that Coin Guy? Was that you? Someone was putting it together, putting the rainbow together of the season highlights. And I wrote it down. I don't have my notes here with me. We were talking about that last break, so I was gonna send a message. Yeah, is that okay? That was, I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot who was doing that. I wrote it down in the last break. I don't know. Is that something? Is that one that you were looking for, Coin Guy? Because I was going to message that person first. That's the only one I didn't put a post up there because I didn't know how to. We sold a bunch on Cinco de Mayo just for fun, and I randomly put them in people's order. I don't have that coin. Well, send me a direct message, Coin Guy. I'd be happy to save that for you on the next break that you join it and put it in there. All right, here is our third box of hobby. We're going to finish up with the hobby. Here's our third box. 1 second, All right, good luck. Looking for downtowns here and 101s. Like I said, in this case, we have not had a 101 or a downtown yet. So let's start with that. That's the way to go. Hold on, give me my piles here. All right, we're starting off with John Hunter. A little JHN. On the parallel, we got Connor Hall optic, rated rookie. And the Unleashed, no, we didn't have that one. Here is on the optic. Oh, my stacks are off here. I gotta keep organized. Caden Honeycutt, which Caden Honeycutt's starting to grow on me. I'm liking Caden Honeycutt. Let me move him back. Move that stack up. I don't know, just things are in the way. There we go. Amarola Red. And Carson Hocevar, the H. Here is Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards blue out of 199. And a little Jimmy Johnson optic. Another Joe Gibbs for that part. There is Connor Zillage. Connor Zillage optic. Frankie Nunez parallel, and William Byron on the R for William Byron. There is, let's keep going with Sammy Smith. Right neck, little Kyle Petty optic, and Jimmy Johnson, Unleashed Jimmy Johnson. Here comes an optic of Ross Chastain. Right behind it is a Raja Red out of 299, and Carson Hocevar. Oh, how about an explosion? I think it's our first explosion today. A little Jimmy Johnson explosion. On the Spellbound, this is a blue, so 37 out of 49. Oh, that's not too bad. That's a good low number to start off. Put that there. I'll show all those at the end. If you did step away, I know some people are working today, just like I am. Here's Landon Huffman. The parallel. We got Tony B optic, and right behind it is a little Sammy Smith. Now, wow, look at that. That's a nice 3-color. We're going to take care of this one. Let me get the bigger ones. That's a nice 3-color right there, the thicker card sleeves. Take a look. That's a nice sheet metal right there. It's only out of 99. It's out of 99, and it's 55 out of 99, and that's a fun patch right there. Got 3-color sheet metal. I like that. Yeah, we've said Larson's name. Nothing on the no autograph yet. Nothing on the wall, but we have mentioned his name a few times. Here's Cole Custer. Cole Custer red out of 199. And Corey Heim, parallel and legacy is the team logo. Yeah, and don't forget, I'll upload it tomorrow morning. Usually it's a lot easier to upload. It's a lot faster to upload stuff at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when everybody's quiet. So I'll upload this tomorrow morning, but you should get shipping notifications today. I'll get this all sorted and shipped out to you today. Not a problem. I've got much going on this evening. I think I got scouts this evening, but other than that. All right, here we go. Box number 3. We're halfway through. And we haven't had the autograph yet. Let's see what we got here. We got, starting off with a parallel of Taylor Gray parallel. And Bubba Wallace is the optic, and Unleashed Corey Day. Here is the silver Matt Kenseth, optic silver, and Chase Elliott blue out of 199. And another 199, a holographic, the hollow, Tyler Reddick. Champ, are you not feeling good? There is Terry Labonte. You should take chicken soup. Chicken soup always works. Here is Chase Briscoe, optic, and how about a William Byron autograph? Signature series. Oh, no hits yet? Yeah, nothing. I would say I didn't see any. There's no William Byron autograph. here. Gotta like that. I like a William Byron autograph. Who had William Byron? William Byron's going to Trey Daniel. That's all you. Congrats there. Put that on the autograph shelf. The autograph shelf's filling up too because we had a lot of autographs from Kyle Larson. There's Kyle Larson in there. Erase Kings. We had a lot of autographs from the Megas and Blasters. Harrison Burton Optic, Richard Petty, Parallel, and Alex Bowman on the spelling. Last one, box number 3. What's in here? Let's see. We got Carson Kvapil. Right behind it is Sheldon Creed, a purple Sheldon Creed. These are out of 59. This is number 8. 8 out of 59 here. I do like that the optics have parallels in them. I think that's, I'm glad they're doing that. Out of 59. We'll put that right up top. And there's a NASCAR Cup Series. Put that over there. Here comes an optic. Okay, we got an optic Frankie Nunez. We have Ryan Preece. Ryan Preece suited up. And right behind it is a door number. Oh, Ryan Blaney door number. 1 out of 12. Okay, I was like, Ryan Blaney has a low door number, doesn't he? Here we go. Ryan Blaney, 1 out of 12. That's competing for our low number of the day. What, Ryan Blaney? Congrats on that. A nice door number, a bookend too. We haven't had that many door numbers either, so that's not too shabby. Wicked. Did he step away? Oh, there he is. There you go, Wicked. That's a fun hit. Let me put that right here. It's not out of 10, but I do like that. Not too shabby there. Nice door number. Wait, there's still more stuff coming up here. Alex Bowman spelling. Here is, right behind it, another black. How about, this is the door number box. How about a Ryan Truex door number? There you go. We got Ryan Blaney, door number out of 12. Ryan Truex, oh, what's his number? I do not remember. 24. 24, it says. 8 out of 24. Back-to-back door numbers in the same box. There you go. Sometimes when the Panini sort helps us out. Out of 24. Why don't we just put that up here too? Still got 2 boxes left, and it's another door number. Ryan Truex, that's going to JR. JR, there it is. Congrats there. Back-to-back door numbers. Might not be done yet. Here's Zane Smith Optic and Matt Kenseth. Unleashed. And a silver Ryan Blaney again. And we're finishing up with Jeff Gordon, Parallel, Carson Hocevar, the V, and just a few more to close out there. All right, 2 more boxes left. That was a fun. Kind of like the door numbers. Coming up, back to the same box on the door numbers with William Byron autograph in that box. Here is box number 4, hobby box number 4. Let's just, nope, that's there. There we go. Hobby box number 4. And one more break in this case is Thursday. We got the last 5 of each of the case, the last 5 blasters, the last 5 megas, the last 5 hobby boxes of the case. And if you want to watch what happened in the previous case, if you're doing some scouting, look on YouTube. I posted all these on YouTube. We were kind of short on the retail side, the autographs. I think we had 1 in the first break last week, Thursday or Tuesday, and then 1 of each in Thursday. So it's nice that we had 3 from the megas and 2 from the blaster boxes. So the autographs are picking up. So that was good. Not as many gold. We had 1 gold so far, and then we had 7 already in these cases. So let's get a 1-of-1s. Let's have the 1-of-1 start picking up. Good luck. Here's box number 4. We're starting off with Harrison Burton. To start us off, here is Landon Huffman, Optic, and Corey Day, Unleashed. Here comes a purple. Hold on. We got Ty Dillon, Optic, and a purple Kyle Busch. 90 out of 99. I just, don't know what to say. So Kyle Busch here. Purple. There is Corey Heim, E. Here is a blue Harrison Burton, a second Harrison Burton so far in the case, of the box. And Brian Blaney, Optic. There's Hendricks Motorsports. We have Tyler Reddick. And a little Terry Labonte, Optic. And Corey Heim on the Race Kings on the insert. Here comes a Chase Briscoe. There's Chase Briscoe parallel. Carson Hocevar Optic. And the King. Which this is a fun drawing too. I put that set together, the Race Kings. I think that's a good one. Here is Andre Perez de Lara Optic. Chris Buescher. Parallel. And Ryan Blaney for the spelling. Another purple. How about Sally Mott? A little Sally Mott purple. Out of 99. I think that's the first number card of a rookie we had so far. And then Zachary Tinkle right behind it. And how about the Dinger? Metal. Little sheet metal. And there's Ryan Blaney right behind that. A red explosion. This is 44 out of 99 on the red explosion. Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney's showing up. And it looks like a green coming up. How about a green Chandler Smith? This is 77. 77 out of 99. Chandler Smith. And Kyle Larson. Parallel. And there's JR Motorsports to finish up that stack. Yeah, it was tough. I know we were breaking on Thursday and someone said Kyle Larson went to the hospital. And then we didn't hear much of it. We finished the break, I was sorting, and then it started coming across. And it's like, oh, wow. That's just sad. It's just sad. Young. Sorry, I feel bad. Young, has a family. I think 41, right? Am I right? 41? That's so young. That's unfortunate. Sad. All right. Here's box number 4. Box number 4 on this one. Oh, I didn't even know. 3 days after son, that's... How old is his son? Ashman, do you know how old he is? 11. Oh, man, that's... Yeah, my boys... See, now. My boys are... That'd be... So sad, so sad. There's Connor Zillage. And Nick Sanchez Optic. And the Race Kings is Denny Hamlin. Okay, here comes Lane Riggs, but right behind it is a little Richard Petty Mojo. What's that stack? A little Richard Petty Mojo here 18 out of 25. Let's see, that's our first mojo for the day. There you go. Way to pick up the king. Take a look at that. Not too bad. Not too bad. Who had Richard Petty? That one's going to JR. JR, there you go. JR's having a good break today. And then right behind it is a holographic one, a 199 on the NASCAR. Here's a red Kyle Busch. And, oh, here comes the autograph. We got Michael McDowell, and the autograph is Jeffrey Earnhardt. How about that? This is, again, I don't think the signature's here. I don't think this one's numbered. So we're looking at a Jeffrey Earnhardt autograph on that. Put that up there. Got to show all those. The autograph shelf is so full. Dale Jarrett. And finish off this stack with Bobby Labonte. We got Carson Kvapil, parallel, and Alex Bowman. The end for Alex Bowman. He seemed. Oh wow, yeah. It just they said what it is. I'm not a doctor. I don't know much about what they said happened. There's Bubba Wallace and Daniel Dye Red out of 199. And there's Carl Edwards, Hall of Fame induction. Here is Jesse Love, optic, and how about a Kyle Larson, suited up, little fire suit, Kyle Larson. And more Ryan Blaney, 299 red, and Kyle Busch spelling. There's Corey Day red out of 299 again, and William Swalich, optic, Kyle Zillage on the Race Kings. Last pack of box number 4. We're looking at Justin Allgaier. We have a wild card right there. Luke Fenhouse. Spelling of Kyle Busch, and then 2 more base to finish there. All right, one more box. Yeah, now I'm sad. Hey, the show's got to go on. So, yeah, that's so tragic, especially a family. That always gets me because family first always, of course. Let me clean up here. All right, last box magic here. We have a lot of autographs today. Low numbers out of 10. And like I said, we'll see what this box has to store. That Ryan Blaney door number is pretty nice. I do like that. And if you're enjoying the show, again, please follow, because all NASCAR here all the time. I am trying to get my wife to do from the distributor. I can get WNBA stuff. I know nothing about WNBA, but I figured my wife would want to do WNBA. She watches it sometimes. And then I got a buddy who's into soccer. I could get soccer stuff too from my guy. All the Panini stuff from the Panini distributor that I have. So I've been trying, but got no takers on that. So it's all NASCAR all the time. Here we go. And it's our last box. So if you enjoy NASCAR and during the day, if you're available, that's where we're at. Here we go. Good luck. Last box of the break. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us during the day. Let's finish strong with Jeff Gordon. Right behind it is Lennon Huffman. Lennon Huffman is the optic, and Ross Chastain Unleashed. Keep going with Butterbean. Got Brendan Queen optic. Terry Labonte, a red Terry Labonte, the rides out of $2.99, and Jimmy Johnson. For the spelling, here's a regular blue. There's a blue Chase Elliott. Out of $1.99, Danica Patrick optic. And more Heim time. 12 Truck Series win. 12 wins last year. More Heim time. Corey Heim doing the time. He's got his logo. He's got his shtick. Connor Zillage. And Ryan Blaney on the parallel. And the insert right there. Here is Clint Boyer. Clint Boyer parallel. Dale is the optic. And Jeff Gordon for the Race Kings. Just some base. Let's go with an optic of Chris Buescher. Terry Labonte is the parallel, and more Jimmy Johnson. The N on the spelling. Here comes a purple. Oh, Connor Hall. Little purple Connor Hall. 11. We got a lot of doubles. 11 out of 99. There was a 77, a 44. This time an 11 out of 99. Purple. My wall's filled up. I'm going to have to show some more. Here is KK, Optic, and Martin Truex. Burning Rubber. And more Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney, this is a holographic one. 94 out of 199. Parker Retzlaff. Optic Red out of 199. Matt Kenseth. And how about a little Denny Hamlin on the season highlights. All right, last rip right here. And then Thursday we'll finish up. The last 5 boxes of blasters, last 5 boxes of Mega, last 5 boxes. And then Friday, I am going on vacation. So there'll be no breaks next week. Thursday this week is our last of the cases. And then, I'll take a look at the next stream. If you want to lock in somebody now, let me know. Get those offers in. But probably I'm going to do a little lunch here. Like I said, my wife's home today, so we're probably going to go to lunch, and then I'll check out everything. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. At least I got an autograph coming up, and hopefully a downtown. Little last stack magic. What do we got? The Dinger is the parallel. How about a Brad K is the optic, and a little Race Kings Matt Kenseth. Here is Dale Jarrett Optic Silver. And there's Allmendinger. And how about a little explosion out of 49? 34 out of 49. That's our second one. Oh, we got to call Card Lab, I think. I think he's putting this set together. We can help him out. This is, 32 out of 49. Where's the other one? Right up there. Got to get those together here for him. Okay. Here is Justin Allgaier Red. Takuma. Optic. And how about a Joey Logano? Little turn of the century out of 25. Okay. Little Joey Logano autograph. There you go. That's our last, well, I don't say that's our last autograph, but not too bad. Not too bad on Joey Logano. 7 out of 25. Who had Joey Logano? That's going to, who is it? Oh, Joey Logano's still available. All right, well, let me put that over here. That's still available. I'll see. I got a buddy who collects Joey Logano. I might trade it with him, or next break I'll offer it up. If I offer it up, I'll get people to buy a Joey Logano spot with a guaranteed autograph in it. There's Richard Petty Unleashed. Unless anybody's looking for that Joey Logano right now, I offered up here for 20. So if you feel that's, I have no idea how much that autograph's worth. If you feel it's $20 worth, put a pre-bid on that or let me know. Here's Richard Petty. We got William Byron on the O. And it's a few base. All right, last stack. Last stack here. Good luck. Let's see what's last stack magic. We got Dale. More Dale. There's Dale Jarrett. Junior and Jarrett. This is a purple. 19 out of 59 is the purple. Still finishing strong with some low numbers. There is Richard Childress Racing. Here comes an optic. Got the optic first. Is Jake Garcia, it looks like. And Ryan Vargas. Burning Rubber. And a little purple Ernie Irvan. We got a nice autograph and now a purple 49 out of 99. Get that top loaded. Here is William Byron spelling. Looks like Takuma Koga blue, and Lane Riggs optic. And Tyler Reddick on the Race Kings. We have Riley Hurst. Riley Hurst is the optic. There is Austin Dillon. And Jimmy Johnson spelling, the S. And our last card of the break is Kurt Busch to finish off the break. Well, thanks so much, everybody. Let me grab all these. We got a lot of top loaded going on here. Let me grab all these and just give a little show in case you did step away or something. Let's show what we got. Let's see. We started with, we got Jimmy Johnson is the optic blue velocity out of 99. There is more Jimmy Johnson out of 99, the ice. It's kind of a fun one. The orange ice Legacy Motorsports. Oh no, thank you everybody. Here is Carson Kvapil out of 99, some 99s here. Kyle Busch, still a little sad. Sammy Smith out of 99. Just a nice card. I like it. It's got 3 colors right there. Someone, give me a second here. We'll get to take a look at the Joey Logano is still available. More Jimmy Johnson. Here's a purple Sheldon Creed. Remember, purple's out of 59. And then NASCAR Cup, we had a 1 out of 99 there. And then we had 1 out of 49, I believe. Let me find that. I can't find it now. Not that one. There it is. We had 1 out of 49. So if you are putting that together, I have them. Ty Dillon, orange out of 59. And how about a black? That's our only one. Austin Beers out of 39. Another orange. Season highlights, Denny Hamlin, the ice out of 75. And another purple, Dale Jarrett. Paper, Connor Hall, 11 out of 99. This is a nice low number. Nice, the King out of 25. Here's Ryan Blaney out of 99. And Sally Mott out of 99. Okay, and then let's go some autographs. Lots of autographs today. Justin Boyd Segur out of the blaster box. Jeffrey Earnhardt. These are not numbered. Taylor Gray out of the blaster box. Sammy Myers. William Byron. And Carson Hocevar. And a couple mega boxes, blue, the Blue Velocity, Luke Fenhouse, and Jeff Burton. And then the biggies is, first of all, Joey Logano. This is available. No one picked up Joey Logano. I'll give you all the Joey Logano stuff that happened today if you're interested in this. Let me run this auction here. Okay, if you're interested, there's a pre-bid, so I will run it. Okay, Dub Ben, there it is. Thank you for starting that off. If that's of interest to you, guaranteed. Plus all the other Joy Logano's. Larson came in there. I have no idea what this is worth, so I offered it what I would have offered it. Larson has it right now. Does it hold up? There you go, Larsonite. That is yours, plus all the other Joy Logano's that come out here. Just to guarantee you for that. These are not available because we had 2 door numbers in the same box. Little Ryan Blaney out of 12 and Ryan Truex out of 24. So still some nice low numbers. And then the lowest number is Ernie Irvan, our only gold for this one. And those are the biggies. So